Deliverance was on my heart when I was just now cleaning up my suite. If you can see any mess in the back, please excuse it. I'm still deep cleaning, but this landed on my spirit as I was cleaning. We have to put into practice being very deliberate and descriptive when we are seeking deliverance from a thing. I was born free. I was raised in a conservative Baptist church, Black Christian church. And I don't know that I ever remember thinking about deliverance as a thing other than just something like, if you smoke cigarettes, you just pray for deliverance from the nicotine. If you've heard pray the gay away, just when you think about deliverance, it's always asking for deliverance from a symptom. But at this big age, I now understand that a lot of things people suffer from are a condition of a deeper suffering. And so when I think about why people smoke cigarettes, or why people do certain drugs, or when you think about the root of all that, you're like, well, why am I praying for the symptom? Like, why wouldn't I pray for the root? Like, if someone has a nicotine addiction, what is their stress level like? What is their anxiety like? Are they in a healthy, loving environment that is supportive? Are they working too much? Like, there's so many core issues that result in specific symptoms of these things. So when I think about my deliverance, I'll never say I was delivered from being with women. That's not it. I was delivered from generational trauma. I was delivered from the programming and the conditioning from hurt women who were trying to protect me. And when I got specific, when I understood the specifics, this journey has been much different from the times when I left because I couldn't be gay. I'm like, oh, I can't be with you. I can't go to hell for you. But that wasn't the issue. That was a symptom of what was really happening on a deeper level. And I think what I recognize now is, like, when you think you praying something away, right? Like, you think you praying away nicotine, or you think you praying away gay. Like, the only thing that happens is that you pray these symptoms away, you change the behavior, but then the suffering is still at the core. So for a moment you might feel better. It might feel like, you know what, I got this stuff out of my life, blah blah blah. The reason why we struggle is because we suffer and we don't understand our suffering. I am not suffering from that programming anymore. It is not causing me internal conflict and confusion. I have alignment with my internal world and my external world. So my decisions are based on the balance that's within. Now that I understand myself truly, and I've dug up some of that nasty stuff that was in there, the pain, the hurt, the confusion, the yearning, like some of that stuff that just was causing all that internal chaos is gone. So now life on this side, I'm like, oh, this is what this is supposed to feel like. It's like, how can I pray away the thing that helps me get rid of the thing I'm trying to get rid of by the thing? How can I pray away the nicotine if I haven't gotten rid of the internal stress that is causing me to need the nicotine? It doesn't make sense. Prayer works like that. That's how I've come to understand prayer. I pray for clarity on the core. I pray for clarity on the cause so that I can understand the effects. I need to know, like, what's really going on deep down in there that's causing me to make these decisions. What am I running from that's causing me to indulge in this particular behavior that is detrimental to me in my highest timeline? I'll never get to my highest timeline functioning from that space. So taking ownership of the core issue has allowed me to change my entire life. And if you know me and have known me, you know my life is different right now. And if you haven't seen me in the past month and a half, this is different. I'm finding so much ease in overcoming some of these things that felt like they were just who I was. I am not lazy. I am not disorganized or unorganized. What's the word for it? Of all the words I know, that one's wearing me out right now. I am not any of the things I believed about myself to be true. I am not any of the things that cause me like stress and extra trauma, because when you don't deal with the core, you don't deal with the cause, all of the effects, it's a ripple effect. There's more than one. All of your behaviors, all of your life, you are not a separate person. I am no longer compartmentalizing my life and myself and my being. Like, I'm a whole person. I am integrated, fully integrated. And that is a different thing. And even my level of patience with my process is something completely different. Because every time I get excited about a new thought or a new idea, I get to slow down and be like, okay, Lana, how can you work through this? A wise person once told me, begin with the end in mind. And that person told me that at a stage in my life where I dealt with like anxiety and like imposter syndrome and feeling invisible and all of these negative things about myself. I believed, but I had accepted as like who I was. So it was just a part of that conversation you have with people when you say, oh no, I'm flawed. See, confidence comes from dealing with the core, from dealing with the cause. You get confidence from that because I know I'm functioning at my highest self at any given moment. This is the most me you're getting right now because this is where I'm at. So I began to like think like, man, I can move through the world more confident if I'm just more authentic and realistic and deal with the things that are really dealing with me. If you feel like you're doing something outside of yourself that don't make sense, it probably don't make sense. But you've accepted it because we're flawed. We'll have another conversation about flaws and that kind of thing, but that ain't you. Plain and simple. It's an effect. Something is causing it. Stop praying about the effects. Once you deal with the cause, once you deal with the core, everything clears up. I'm here to tell you, I'm experiencing it right now. And I'm at the very beginning stages of it. And I like to sometimes wait until I'm on the other side of things to talk about it. But like in real time, the level of self-correction that is not violent, that is not harmful, that is not self-deprecating, but still takes place, the level of accountability I have for my own shit, because I have been clear about what I needed deliverance from. That root was deep. And now that I got that root up, that root is dug up and discarded, I can see clearly this is fertile ground I'm standing on in front of my plot of land. I do not know how to build a house, but there are things that I'm confident about now that even if I don't know how to build it, I have the humility to go ask someone if I don't know. I have a spiritual connection that I can pray about that brings me peace of mind. I have a meditation life that allows me to hear and listen for the answers that I need. And I have a spiritual eye that is sharpening so that I can see what I need to see. Alignment comes out of praying for deliverance from the right thing. Dig into yourself and figure out what you really need deliverance from. The behaviors are just a symptom. What are you doing right now that seem that you say to yourself sometimes, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I here? That's what you need to be understanding. Why do you believe what you believe? Why do you think how you think? Who gave these things to you? Who told you this was reality? Like, are you living your own reality? That's a very, very important thing to ask yourself. Pray for deliverance from the right thing. Be deliberate. Be descriptive. The same way, ladies, they tell us write down the man you want, be detailed about it, say his height, his weight, his job, da, 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 da. No, be deliberate about your own shit for a minute. What do you need letting go from? What do you need release from? You can have it, but you got to be specific about that. Start there. Start at the core. Go to the core. Dig up all the roots. It's going to be uncomfortable. It is going to be difficult. You're going to have to tell some truths to yourself and the people around you. It's some things you just going to have to do, and it's not going to feel good. I'm telling you because I know firsthand. I know. But and life tries to tell us, like, we get updates all the time. All the time we get updates. Life will be like, yeah, your heart palpitations, yeah, that was me trying to tell you that your friend is talking about you behind your back, and you know it. You got the suspicion, but you're not listening to us. You know how you can't put them cigarettes down because they calm your nerves? Yeah, if you would just allow your child to go to therapy, you'll get more understanding of why they seem to hate you. You know what I mean? Like, God talks to us through our symptoms. Like, everything is a symptom of something until you get to the core of it. What are your symptoms? None of us are walking through the world asymptomatic right now. We dealing with something. My something has changed. I got something new that I'm dealing with, and it's my finances. I'm finally at a space where I feel comfortable and confident enough to tackle my finances head on, and they're not in shambles. It's just that I'm finally approaching everything with a calm heart and a centered mind, feeling grounded and just ready to take control of it. Control what you can. Don't worry about what you can't. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Sincerely, an AANA baby, the child of an addict. Tackle it. Be ready to unearth. Be ready for the earth to move under your feet. But be ready when that happens, like you clearing the land, you clearing your path, you doing a thing. This is big. This is huge. The mountain is there, but like you can move it. I moved a mountain in my life. And the mountain wasn't one person. The mountain was the mountain. It didn't matter what snowflakes fell on it. The mountain was the mountain. I moved a mountain. I tried to climb it. I tried to sidestep it. I just had to move it. And I had everything I needed to move the mountain, but I wasn't aware that I did. And at the time that I was moving it, it felt like hell. It was hard. It hurt. Oh my God, it hurt. I was physically tired. I was physically exhausted. My mind was just like, ugh. But oh my God, how much stronger am I on the other side of this mountain? There's parts of me I ain't even seen yet. I haven't even tapped. But there's parts of me now that make so much sense because they always been there. It's almost like they was waiting there with a sonic foot tap, like, but I came here to tell you that salvation is for everybody, and salvation is for you too. You, everybody. It's me. I'm everybody. Salvation is for all of us. But you have to be clear of what you need saving from, what you need deliverance from. And so I'm just here to encourage you to be specific in your prayer life in a way that is crystal clear. You can see straight through it. It's so clear. I pray that for you. I pray that for me on a continuous basis. I pray abundance in your life and mine. And I pray for clarity for you so that you can be in the know about yourself. Self-awareness is a gift. It's the best gift you can have. If it don't feel like you need to keep moving forward with a thing, just stop. Get clear on what you need and then move forward. All right, well, I'm gonna go back to cleaning this space up. This a dress, y'all. It's like one of my favorites, and I wear it a lot. I don't care that it's noticeable. It's really comfortable, and I can't wait till we switch over to fall because I'm just gonna throw some leggings on, or a cute boot with no leggings, or some tights. I don't know, because the next part that I want to tell y'all about, modesty. Oh my God, it has been on my spirit. And if you know me, you know I love a good sexy black number, a black dress, sexy, gorgeous, beautiful black dress. I have been feeling more inclined to wear colors lately. I have been feeling more inclined also to be modest in my dress. And It's such an interesting thing that's happening, because I'm not asking for any of it. I'm not praying for these outcomes. I'm praying at the source of the thing that needs praying for, and these are the outcomes. New conditions in my life. I'm creating new conditions by being very specific and minimal in my prayer, honoring that communication with God by, like, people always be like, God can handle it all. Yes, God can handle it all, but does all need handling? Ain't it just really a few things? Do you know what I mean? Specificity, getting at the core. And I bet you if you sat right now and you made, is it called a flow chart? If you made if you put like a little circle in the middle. No, if you made a chart and started with your bubbles on the outside and drag them back. Okay, I do this, but what happened? When did I start doing that? Oh, like 10 years ago? Oh, what happened 10 years ago? Oh, my cousin died in a car accident. And I remember, like, that really messed me up. Now, when they died in the car accident, why did that cousin mean so much to me? That cousin was there for me when me and my mother had a really hard time and I needed somewhere to go. Okay, well, and I was in a really hurt space. Okay, then when me and my mother wasn't getting along, what was going on with me and my mother? Oh, I remember. My mother was molested when she was younger, and she really doesn't know how to be a parent, but she's tried her best, and I just really couldn't find understanding for it, so now I'm really hurting. Okay, so like, boom, your mama. It's your mama. You up here doing this because back down here, this one little small and mighty thing, your mama said something crazy to you when you were 7 years old, and now you smoke cigarettes. You chain smoke. All I'm asking you to do is get clear about the chain of command. Like, what happened? It's in there, I swear to God. So, am I supposed to swear to God? I don't know. I'm still a heathen a little bit. I'm figuring it out one day at a time. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish cleaning up now because time is moving. Okay. Thanks for watching these videos. I really appreciate all the feedback that I've been getting. Feel free to reach out to me and share your story. If you have questions about my story, I'm not going to be getting into details about like my marriage. I don't mind answering questions about like the overall experience, like how did I work through it, or like what was, but I'm going to continue to honor that bond and that connection and never really get into detail about certain things. So but everything else I'm pretty open about. If you just need to understand yourself better and you want to know how I did it, I'm at your disposal. I'm a resource, and I'm gonna keep sharing my story, and I'm gonna keep sharing these little moments of meditations with y'all. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if it meant something to you, and I'll see y'all next time.